Nutritious food isn't just a powerhouse for our body, it also works as one of the main sources for our overall health and lifestyle. In all my years working as a registered dietitian, I have received professional training in the role that scientific research plays in order to prevent ourselves from chronic diseases. In my practice, I have also experienced that the topic of food automatically gives birth to the topic of culture. Food is the great unifier that connects us across traditions and generations. We've all had those moments when we smelled something that reminded us of our childhood or recreated a dish from abroad which immediately sent us back to our temporary foreign home. However, you may think, what has that got to do with race, ethnicity, and race consciousness? Unfortunately, everything is indirectly linked to race all across the globe, even food, and today this is exactly what we'll be discussing: race discrimination in the field of nutrition. Hi folks, Shahzadi here, your friendly neighborhood registered dietitian. Welcome back to my channel, Desi Licious Den, Dietitian on Demand, where I share diet and wellness advice that cuts through the nutritional noise and serve up healthy, Desi-licious recipes so you can be on top of your game. Here you'll access free recipes, nutrition and wellness videos to inspire health whenever, wherever. I hope that all of you are keeping healthy and safe. Now, as a South Asian British Canadian, my ancestral food culture nourished not only my body but my soul. It was how I connected with my Pakistani heritage. It was the backbone that propelled me across the UK and taught me how to assimilate the two in Canada. My food culture was as much a part of me as I was a part of my food culture, which is why I was incredibly surprised to see how rampant race discrimination and structural racism is in the field of nutrition in North America. One reason is that the relationship between race and nutrition is complex, intricately interwoven into the level of poverty, unemployment, hard labor, and disability. Racial differences in nutritional quality may also be deeply rooted in residential segregation, which itself is race discrimination. Urban neighborhoods, low-income neighborhoods, and neighborhoods in which residents are primarily Black are characterized disproportionately by the obvious absence of major supermarkets and specialty food stores. This may require residents to rely on small convenience stores, which generally have higher prices and limited nutritional options. Another potential explanation for racial differences in nutrition is scarce information provided to ethnic minorities via race-targeted product advertising. And this creates an obvious divide between different ethnic communities, which may include subliminal messaging that nutritional foods cannot be consumed or enjoyed across different cultures. This couldn't be further from the truth. Both you and I can enjoy a healthy nutritional piece of chicken tikka or jerk chicken. This is why the importance of multicultural awareness and anti-bias education is actually an important part of nutritional education. Poverty and education battle each other in a vicious and self-perpetuating cycle. Poverty limits access to education, and a lack of education breeds poverty. In other words, a lack of stable education in the ethnic minority communities perpetuates poverty, which in turn puts them at a higher risk of health disadvantage. This brings me to my next point. Voices from our ethnic minorities need to be consciously heard and included in order to bridge the gap between nutrition and racial equality. Embracing diversity on a large scale does not even have to be a difficult task. It only requires race consciousness and an inclusive mindset. In order for this to happen, there is a clear-cut need for an appointed head of committee, a diversity and inclusion chief or DIC. who oversees and steers organizations towards anti-racism. Canada prides itself on its multiculturalism. However, oftentimes it does not translate well into its health and nutritional policies. When the food guide in Canada is released, it shows a clear lack of diversity in meal planning and nutritional guidelines. It is important for Health Canada to understand that food and nutrition do not fit into the one-size-fits-all category. Why hasn't there ever been a call to action regarding such an important matter? This is an extraordinary and obvious disempowerment for minority communities in our nation. It is also clear that more dialogue needs to take place between government-led projects and civil society. After all, there is nobody better equipped to convey their needs than the people who consume conventional food items. And presently, there aren't any official committees that devise culturally inclusive food policies and nutritional guidelines in order to direct ethnic minorities on a path towards nutritional eating. Reducing racial inequality in nutrition requires dismantling systems that are the drivers of race discrimination in nutrition and health. Policymakers should be appointed to build resilience for ethnic minorities through guidelines that encourage racial equality in nutrition. Racial discrimination in nutrition and health requires coordinated strategies. Initiatives are required to shift nutritional boards from providing a one-tier solution to providing timely, appropriate, high-quality care that is tailored to the culture and context of each community. In order to achieve health for all, we must focus on the diet and lifestyle of all ethnic minorities across the board and include their voices. Currently, this is notably absent, which not only depicts a lack of cultural sensitivity, but may also perpetuate systemic racism. It's not good enough to be not racist. We actively need to be anti-racist. Racism needs to be opposed in every field in all its forms. Its insidious presence needs to be abolished from our nutritional establishments and health organizations, and instead, diversity actively needs to be present in research policies and education. This may be a huge challenge, but we must become part of the solution and not the problem. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I'd love to know what nutrition and diet related topics you want me to dive into next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. If you want to be a super subscriber, turn on that notification bell so you never miss another video.